Dear students, in this lecture we will continue the problems from exercise 8c. Now see the second problem, that is limit extends to a x into sin a minus a into sin x by x minus a. Now if we apply the limit directly as x goes to a, then the denominator becomes 0 and the numerator also 0, so it is a 0 by 0 indeterminate form. So in this case we need to factorize the numerator, but the numerator that contains trigonometric ratios, and it is not in the form of sin c minus sin d also. So here to get a common factor, add and subtract with the term here a into sin a, that is limit extends to a, here x sin a. See, I am adding subtracting like minus a sin a plus a sin a minus a sin x is as it is. So by practicing this type of problems, we will get an idea like this. Okay, now so a sin a, subtracting and adding. Now, so in this case, limit extends to a. Now, so here you can observe here, that is x minus a is common. Sorry, a sin a is common. So we can express it as x minus a into sin a, right? Plus, and this a is common, a times of sin a minus sin x whole divided by x minus a. Now, so this is limit extends to a. Now say separate the factors a plus b by c model, so we can write it as a by c plus b by c. So x minus a into sin a by x minus a, so this is x minus a into sin a divided by x minus a plus, so a is a constant, then limit extends to a and it is in the form of sin c minus sin d. So we know the formula, that is sin c minus sin d. Sin c minus sin d, that is 2 into cos of c plus d by 2 into sin of c minus d by 2. Now here you can express, so the c is a and d is x, so that it is 2 into cos of a plus x by 2 into sin of a minus x by 2 whole divided by x minus a is there. Now, so here it is x minus a is gets cancelled. Now, so this is a limit extends to a. Sin a is nothing but a constant, so constant is always a constant as x is anything, sin a plus, here it is so we can write this as a into limit extends to a. Now, so this is cos of a plus x by 2 into sin of a minus x by 2 whole divided by, here x minus a is there, so here I am writing this as a minus of a minus x, and so you can write this 2 is in the denominator like this, a minus x by 2. 2 in the denominator తీసుకొచ్చేసాను. So this is, so 1 by 2 is nothing but 2. Now, so this is sin a plus a into, now it is f of x into g of x form. Now as x is goes to a, then a minus x by 2 is also goes to 0, right? So this is limit extends to a cos of a plus x by 2 limit of place none, so that it is cos of a plus a by 2 into, now so it is sin theta by theta form, as extends to 0, sin x by x is 0 1, right? Now so it is like instead of x, a minus x by 2 is there, as x goes to a is nothing but a minus x by 2 is 0, so therefore this becomes minus 1. Now so this is sin a plus a into cos of 2a by 2 means cos a, and it is minus 1. So finally this is sin a minus a into cos a. So this is the part-2. Okay, yes. So next, the third problem. So limit x tends to 0, cos ax minus cos bx by x square. So again it is a 0 by 0 case. Now say the numerator that can be expressed using the transformations in trigonometry, cos c minus cos d. So let us recall cos c minus cos d. Cos c minus cos d. So this is minus 2 into sine of c plus d by 2 into sine of c minus d by 2. So this is the formula. Now so here we can apply here. So limit x tends to 0. Now so this is minus 2 into sine of c plus d by 2 means ax and bx. So this is a plus b by 2 into x into sine of a minus b by 2 into x whole divided by x square. Now so this is minus 2 constant multiple. So here it is limit x tends to 0. Now so we can write here it is it has a plus b by 2 into x by x into sine of a minus b by 2 x by x. Now here we can recall a formula like limit x tends to 0, sine of kx by x is always k. Now so here you can observe, so this is limit x tends to 0, f of x into g of x form, so that we need to apply the limit for f and g. Now so this is minus 2 into limit x tends to 0, sine of kx by x model, right? Now a plus b by 2. Here it is limit x tends to 0, sine kx by x is nothing but k. Now here instead of k, a plus b by 2 is there. So for this limit the output is a plus b by 2. Similarly sine of a minus b by 2. So the sine of a minus b by 2 x by x. So this is also a minus b by 2. Now so this is 2 and 2 gets cancelled. Now so here we can write it as a plus b into, so multiply with a negative sign, then it will be b minus a by 2. So finally this is b into b, so it is a b square minus a square by 2. So next problem number 6 from Roman 2. Limit x tends to 0, sine of pi into cos square x by x square. Apply the limit directly, then it is a 0 by 0 case obviously. Since it is sine pi cos square 0. Cos square 0 means 1. So sine pi is 0. 0 by 0 is again indeterminate form. So that we need to simplify only the numerator by using some trigonometric techniques. Now so here cos square x, that can be written as 1 minus sine square x by using an identity. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Therefore we can write it as limit x tends to 0. Now so here it is sine of pi into 1 minus sine square x by x square. Now so simply it is limit x tends to 0. Now it is a sine of pi minus pi sine square x by x square. Now here you can observe limit x tends 0, sine of 180 minus theta only. Sine of 180 minus theta, so that lies in second quadrant. In second quadrant sine is positive. So sine of pi minus theta can be written as sine theta only. So here simply you can write it as limit x tends to 0, sine of pi minus theta, that means sine theta. Here instead of theta, pi minus pi sine square x is there. So here we can write it as pi sine square x by x square. Now so here so we need to convert this into a standard limit. So means it is a sine theta by theta form only. So to get sine theta by theta, here so we need pi sine square x in the denominator. See, sine of something is there, so something is theta, let it be this theta. So to get sine theta by theta, so we need to multiply and divide with pi sine square x. So here I am multiplying and divide with pi sine square x by pi into sine square x. Now, so this is the limit extends to 0. Now, so here I am separating like a sine of pi sine square x by pi sine square x. Next, now, so this is pi sine square x by x square is there. Now we can write it as pi into sine x by x whole square. Clear? Now, see here f of x into g of x form. So we need to apply the limit for both the functions. As x is goes to 0 means pi sine square x is also 0. So then pi sine square x tends to 0, then it is sine theta by theta form. So therefore this is by the standard limit sine x by x, as x goes to 0, then this is 1 into pi is there, into as x is goes to 0, sine x by x is again 1. So 1 square is there. Now so 1 into pi is pi, pi into 1 square is also pi. So the limit for this problem is pi. So just you need to observe. So what I am applying with standard formula I am going to apply. Now the third Roman, first one, limit extends to 0, 1 plus x whole to the power of 1 by 8 minus 1 minus x whole power 1 by 8 divided by x. If we apply the limit directly, so we may get a 0 by 0, that is indeterminate form. So that we need to factorize the numerator. So but the numerator that contains the radicals like power 1 by 8, 1 by 8 is there. So it is difficult to write the factorization from these two terms. So that so add and subtract with 1 in the numerator as well as denominator to get into some standard formulae. So here I am writing like so limit extends to 0. Now it is 1 plus x whole to the power of 1 by 8. So minus 1 plus 1 is now minus as it is. So it is 1 minus x whole to the power of 1 by 8 whole divided by, here it is x plus 1 minus 1. If we cancel plus 1 minus 1, so we get as it is this one. So here it is now. So limit extends to 0. Now here I am separating these two terms like 1 plus x whole to the power of 1 by 8 minus 1 divided by, so this is as it is x plus 1 minus 1. Next plus e of part, that is limit extends to 0. Now it is 1 minus x whole to the power of 1 by 8 whole divided by, again it is x plus 1 minus 1. Now so this is limit extends to 0, 1 plus x whole to the power of 1 by 8 minus 1 divided by, so this is 1 plus x, x plus 1 1 plus x also, so minus 1 plus limit extends to 0. Now so here we can take a minus is common, so minus common this plus is minus 1. So now 1 minus x whole to the power of 1 by 8 minus 1 whole divided by, ikkada minus common this one, so that it is a minus of ఇది ప్లస్ అవుతుంది and x negative, and so this is 1 కాస్త minus 1 అయిపోతుంది. Now here so we will get minus 1 and plus 1 will be, so gets cancelled. Next we can write here it as limit extends to 0, 1 plus x whole to the power of 1 by 8 minus 1 divided by 1 plus x minus 1 plus limit extends to 0. Now it is 1 minus x whole to the power of 1 by 8 minus 1 divided by, so it is 1 minus x minus 1 form. Now so here so we need to convert this into a formula like x power n minus a power n by x minus a form, so that let here u equals to 1 plus x, let it be u equals to 1 plus x, then what అవుతుంది చూడండి, so u tends to 1 అవుతుంది కదా, since as x goes to 0, x tends to 0 in the vertical, x plus 0 is a u value 1 so u tends to 1 as x goes to 0. Now here in this case, so let it be 1 minus x has another variable v equals to 1 minus x. Then here what happens? So v tends to 1 as x goes to 0. X and 0 అయినప్పుడు v అనేది 1 అయిపోతుంది. So finally then so this becomes a limit x tends to 0 అయినప్పుడు మనకి u అయిపోతుంది 1 అయిపోతుంది. So u tends to 1, this is u power 1 by 8 minus 1 divided by u minus 1 అయిపోయింది. ప్లస్ ఇక్కడ అవుతుంది u లిమిట్ v tends to 1 అవుతుంది. Since as x goes to 0 v tends to 1 కదా. Now v tends to 1, here it is v power 1 by 8 minus 1 divided by v minus 1. Now here you can observe a formula, that is, already we know that formula limit x tends to a x power n minus a to the power of n by x minus a is equals to n into a to the power of n minus 1. Now so here it is in the form of x power n minus a power n. Here it is 1 is there, so 1 can be written as 1 power anything. So here we can express it as 1 power 1 by 8. Here also 1 power 1 by 8. Now it is in the form of x power n minus a power n by x minus 1 form. But instead of x, u is there, so no problem. Now so here similarly here it is also x power n minus a power n by x minus 1 is there. So here n equals to 1 by 8 is there and a value is 1. So then what is the formula? N into a power n minus 1. N means here it is 1 by 8 into a. A means 1 power 1 by 8 minus 1. 1 power 1 by 8 minus 1. Plus here again n into a. A means again 1 power 1 by 8 minus 1. Now what it is? 1 power 1 by 8 minus 1 means it is minus 7 by 8. Again it is 1 by 8 only, plus 1 by 8. 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8. So that is 2 by 8. 2 by 8 means 1 by 4. So therefore the limit for the given thing, limit x tends to 0, 1 plus x whole power 1 by 8 minus 1 minus x whole to the power of 1 by 8 by x is 1 by 4. So seventh one, limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x by x. Again it is 0 by 0, then so we need to use the trigonometric ratios techniques. 1 minus cos x. So already we have a formula, 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin square theta by 2, right? So from trigonometry, so here we can express this limit as limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos theta is 2 cos sin square theta by 2. So x is there, so we can write it as 2 sin square x by 2 divided by x is there, right? So here 2 is a constant. Now so we can write it as limit x tends to 0. Now so it is a sin x by 2 whole square. Sin square x by 2 is there, that means sin of x by 2 whole square, right? This is sin of x by 2 whole square. So by x is there. So here so to convert this into sin theta by theta, so here we need x square, right? So that multiply and divide with x and x square. And instead of theta, x by 2 is there. Now here we need to express it as theta by 2, x by 2 form, x by 2, so that you need to multiply and divide with 4 again. See, this is limit x tends to 0. Now it is sin of x by 2 whole square by, here I am writing this as, to get x by 2 whole square, ఇక్కడ ఏమి యూజ్ చేశాను 2 square means 4, so that you need to multiply with 4 also, into 4 also to cancel this, so we need to express this. Now so it is 2 divided by, and it is 4 into limit, sorry here x is there, right? Into x is there. Now limit x tends to 0. Now so this is in the form of sin x by 2 by x by 2 whole square into x is there. Now x tends to 0, say let it be theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta form. Sin theta by theta means it is 1. So this is 2 by 4 means it is 1 by 2 into limit x tends to 0, sin x by 2 by x by 2 is 1, and limit x tends to 0, x is 0, so that it is 1 square into this is 0. F into g formula ఉంది కదా, so you need to apply the limit for this and this. దీనికి లిమిట్ అప్లై చేసినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది 1 అయిపోతుంది, దీనికి లిమిట్ అప్లై చేసినప్పుడు 0 అయిపోతుంది. సో దట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ 1/2 into 0, that is 1/2 0, therefore 0. So the limit for this is 0. So let's see another problem, 8th. Now limit x tends to 0, secant x minus 1 by x square. See the solution. So if you apply the limit and it is 0/0 case, then you need to use trigonometric ratios. So limit x tends to 0. Now so there is no direct formula for the secant x minus 1. Now so we can write secant x as 1 by cos x. So that is the possible case here. So 1 by cos x minus 1 whole divided by x square. Now so this is limit x tends to 0. Now so we can express it as 1 minus cos x by x square, or cos x into x square, right? Cos x into, and this x square is there, so like this. Now so we can write it as limit x tends to 0. Again 1 minus cos theta, 1 minus cos theta is nothing but 2 sin square theta by 2, right? So here we can write it as 2 sin square x by 2 by x square into 1 by cos x as it is. Then it expression. Okay, now so 2 is a constant, so limit x tends to 0. Now so to get it as in the form of sin theta by theta, so it is sin x by 2 whole square is there, but in the x square is there, but x is single alone, so that you need to multiply it with 4, like it is 4 into 1 by x by 2 whole square, x square by 4, 4 into 4, 4 by 4, that gets cancelled, right, into 1 by cos x. Cancellation as it is వచ్చేసింది. Now so this is 2 by 4 into limit x tends to 0, or x tends to 0 means x by 2 tends to 0 కదా. Now so this is sin of x by 2 divided by x by 2 whole square into, దీనికి కూడా లిమిట్ అప్లై కదా, లిమిట్ x tends to 0. Now it is 1 by cos x. Now so it is 2 by 4 means 1 by 2 into limit x by 2 tends to 0, sin x by 2 by x by 2 is 1, square is there, into limit x tends to 0, 1 is 1, limit x tends to 0, cos x is 1, so that it is 1 by 1. So finally 1 by 2 is the limit for secant x minus 1 by x square as x is goes to 0. As x goes to 0, secant x minus 1 by x square is this. Or here we can observe one thing, 1 minus cos x. So note down it is limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x by x square answer కూడా 1 by 2 అవుతుంది. This is one more note. Now you can express. ఇక్కడ యూజ్ చేయండి, 1 minus cos x by x square చేసిన అవుతుంది మనకి 1 by 2 ఉన్నట్టే, into cos x is nothing but as x goes to 0, cos x is always 1. So if the problem exists like this, limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x by x square, again it is 1 by 2. Now 9th problem from 3rd Roman, limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos mx by 1 minus sin nx, cos nx only, 1 minus cos nx. So where n is non-zero, not equal to 0. Now if you apply the limit directly, it is indeterminate form obviously. Then so this numerator and denominator as well, they are in the form of 1 minus cos theta. So 1 minus cos theta form andi, 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin square theta by 2. So here theta is mx is there, so here we can express it as 2 into sin square theta by 2, that is mx by 2 అవుతుంది, divided by similarly, so it is 2 into sin square nx by 2. Now so this 2 and 2 gets cancelled, so numerator and denominator. Now so then so this is limit x tends to 0. Now so here we can write it as a sin square mx by 2. So అది చూడగానే ఐడియా వస్తుంది మనకి. సో sin theta by theta ఫామ్లో కన్వర్ట్ చేసుకోవాలండి. సో దట్ సో టు కన్వర్ట్ దట్ ఇంటూ sin theta by theta, so we need to divide the numerator as well as denominator with x square, right? So this is sin square mx by 2 by x square whole divided by sin square nx by 2 by x square. Okay, now so to get so that into sin theta by theta whole square form, అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏం చేయాలి మనం mx/2 whole square form రావాలి, mx/2 whole square. So that here you need to multiply and divide with individually numerator and denominator with m square by 4. ఇక్కడ m square by 4 into m square by 4 చేస్తున్నాం. Now in the denominator it is n square by 4 and so here the denominator with n square by 4. Now so y means here you can observe this limit extends to 0. Now so we can write this as, see this part sin square mx/2 by x square into m square by 2, that can be written as sin of mx/2 by mx/2 whole square. Clear observed. Now whole divided by, దీని కూడా లిమిట్ అప్లై చేసుకోండి. సో లిమిట్ ఎక్స్టెండ్స్ టు 0. Now so this part can be written as sin of nx/2 by nx/2 whole square. డౌట్ వస్తే సింప్లిఫై చేసుకోండి, మళ్ళీ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈజ్ అదే టర్మ్ వచ్చేసింది, ఏదైతే మల్టిప్లికేషన్ డివైడ్ చేసాను. నా సో ఇక్కడ మనం మిగిలిందంటే m square by 4 divided by n square by 4 is there. 4 and 4 gets cancelled, therefore it is m square by n square only. Now so finally this is m square by n square into limit extends to 0, then mx/2 also tends to 0, so that you can replace that with mx/2 tends to 0. So this part is 1, means it is 1 square, and so denominator is also 1 square. అంతే కదా, sin theta by theta ఫామ్లో ఉంది. x goes to 0 అయినప్పుడు mx/2 కూడా goes to 0 కదా. సో లెట్ ఇట్ బి దిస్ ఈస్ theta అనుకుంటే, సో లిమిట్ theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta ఫామ్లో కన్వర్ట్ అవుతుంది. సో sin theta by theta as theta tends to 0 is always 1. So square is there, 1 square by 1 square. Now so finally this is m/n whole square into 1 square by 1 square is again 1 only. So the answer for this is m/n whole square. Now 10th one, so limit extends to 0, x into e power x minus 1 divided by 1 minus cos x. So here direct apply చేసినప్పుడు 0 by 0, so that we need to convert that into some standard formulas. సో ఇక్కడ మనకు కనిపిస్తుంది e power x minus 1, సో డినామినేటర్ x ఉందనుకోండి, సో డైరెక్ట్గా 1 రాయొచ్చు. దర్ ఈస్ ఎ ఫార్ములా e power x minus 1 by x, as x goes to 0 is 1, and in the denominator 1 minus cos x is there. If the denominator is divided with the x square, now so in the previous problem as 1 minus cos x by x square is nothing but 1 by 2, right? So to get to convert this into some those formulae, now you need to divide the numerator as well as denominator with x square. So this is limit extends to 0. Now it is x into e power x minus 1 by x square whole divided by 1 minus cos x by x square, right? Here x and x will be gets cancelled, one more x is there. Now so now you can apply the limit for numerator as well as denominator, so that it is a limit extends to 0 e power x minus 1 by x whole divided by denominator కూడా వచ్చేసింది కదా. Now we need to apply the limit for denominator also. Limit extends to 0 1 minus cos x by x square. Okay, now so limit extends 0 e power x minus 1 by x is 1, and so this is 1 by 2. ఇంత ఉంది ప్రాబ్లం సాల్వ్ చేసాం, నోట్ అని కూడా రాసాను అక్కడ. సో therefore it is 1 divided by 1 by 2 means it is 2. So the limit for this is 2. Now see the problem number 11, that is limit extends to 0. So it is logarithm of 1 plus x cube by sin cube x. Okay, so problem చూడగానే తెలిసిపోతుంది ఇక్కడ. సో దట్ ఈస్ log of 1 plus x by x form, and it is sin x by x ఫామ్లో కన్వర్ట్ అవుతుందని. సో టు కన్వర్ట్ దట్ ఇంటూ those standard formula, you need to divide the numerator and denominator with x cube, right? So this is the limit extends to 0 log of 1 plus x whole cube by x cube divided by sin cube x by x cube, right? So here you can apply the limit. So limit x tends to 0 and x cube tends to 0 కూడా అవుతుంది కదా. So that it is a limit x cube tends to 0, then it is log of 1 plus x cube by x cube divided by, so it is, or we can write it as limit x tends to 0. Now we can write it as sin x by x whole cube. Then, so it is in the form of log 1 plus x by x form, so that it is 1 divided by sin of x by x as x goes to 0 is also 1. So means it is 1 cube. Finally 1 for the limit. So the last problem, 12th. Limit x tends to 0, x into tan 2x minus 2 tan x by 1 minus cos 2x. Obviously it is 0 by 0. If you apply as x tends to 0, then it will be 0, 0. So that the function that contains trigonometric ratios. So we need to recall our trigonometry formula. Now, so double angle formula. So we know the double angle formulas, right? So here what we have to use is see the formulas. Let us write the formula. So tan 2x formula. What is tan 2x? Tan 2x is 2 tan x by 1 minus tan x square is there, right? And the cos 2x formula, cos 2x is equals to, 1 minus cos 2x undead, or cos 2x equals to, that is 2 sin square x minus 1. So 1 minus cos 2x avutundi 2 into sin square x. So replace these two formulas in the given function. Now, so that it is the limit that becomes limit x tends to 0. Now, so here it is x into, or x is common, x into 2 tan x. In place of 2 tan x by 1 minus tan square x minus 2 tan x is as it is, whole divided by 1 minus cos 2x is there. 1 minus cos 2x can be written as 2 sin square x. So here we can write it as 2 sin square x, and square is there. So like this. Now, so this is limit x tends to 0. Now, so 2 is common in both the terms. So 2x times of, and tan x is also common, right? So 2x tan x times of, now, so here it is 1 only, minus 1 minus tan square x, means it is minus 1 plus tan square x, LCM open, divided by 1 minus tan square x into, so 2 sin square x whole square is there. So here this is 4 sin square, means sin power 4x open. Okay. Now, so here a constant is 2 by 4. 2 by 4 times of limit x tends to 0. Now, so this is finally here minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled, right? Plus 1 and minus 1. So remaining part you choose none. So it is x tan x into tan square x, means it is x into tan cube x divided by 4 into sin to the power of 4x into 1 minus tan square x is there. Sorry, 4 all addresses no. So it is sin power 4x into 1 minus tan square x. Right. Now, so here 2 by 4 means it is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into, so here so we know tan x by x is also 1 as x goes to 0. So but cube is there, so that you need to divide the denominator with x cube, but in the denominator sin power 4 is there. So here we need x power 4 in the denominator for this. So for the entire function, just divide the numerator and numerator and denominator with x power 4. So then it becomes limit x tends to 0. Now it is x into tan cube x by x to the power of 4. Total numerator denominator divided on x power 1. Now, so we have to sin to the power of 4x by x power 4 ఉంటుంది into 1 minus tan square x all ఉంటుంది as it is. Now, so this is 1 by 2 into, now you can separate. So here x and x power 4 ఏమవుతుంది, x cancel అవుతుంది, x cube remaining ఉంటుంది. So numerator denominator apply చేస్తున్నాను function కి. So it is limit x tends 0 f of x by g of x model. So we can apply the limit for numerator as well as denominator. So this is limit x tends to 0. Now, so this is tan x by x whole cube అవుతుంది చూడండి. Now divided by Now in the denominator, now we can apply the limit x tends to 0, so this is sin x by x whole to the power of 4 into ఇది మర్చిపోకండి మళ్ళీ దీనికి కూడా లిమిట్ అప్లై చేయాలి కదా, లిమిట్ x tends to 0, now 1 minus tan square x. Now so this is 1 by 2 into limit x tends 0, tan x by x is 1, so 1 cube అవుతుంది, divided by limit x tends 0, sin x by x is 1 పవర్లో ఉంది 4 ఉంది, into limit x tends to 0, 1 is 1 minus limit x tends 0, tan x is 0, tan 0 0 కదా, as x is approaches to from left or right, then it will be 0, so it is 1 by 2 into 1 cube is 1, and 1 power 4 is also 1 into 1 minus 0 is 1, so finally this is 1 by 2, so the limit for this problem is 1 by 2. So dear students, so go through with these problems. If there is any difficulty, feel free to ask your teacher. Try to understand all the problems, and so do the remaining problems which are left in exercise 8C. Thank you.